I want to know from you, like, what
Yes.
should we do if anybody wants to level up their English from intermediate to advanced?
So,
Yeah.
so from the intermediate level to the advanced level, you have to make a lot of effort.
Yes.
One, your diction, your pronunciation, your framing
Mm,
of sentences have to be better. The use of words have to be definitely 2 levels higher. Just gathering the information. Information has to be factual, correct. You can't just make up anything when you're talking to people.
mm,
It has to be informative, it has to be correct. You should be able to remember the content, and
yeah.
you should also be able to speak in such a way that people are interested in listening to you,
Right.
right?
Good
Lovely.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. What about you? How are
I'm
you
good.
doing?
I'm good too. So,
Mhm.
what do we talk today?
First thing first, we should introduce each other because we are meeting first time. So that is the
Fine.
first thing we should know
Excellent.
each other.
Yes. So I'm Rajeshwari Padmanabhan. I have 37 years academic experience. I retired as a professor, and
Mhm.
I'm now leveraging my teaching experience to teach spoken English, and I'm passionate about it. My
Wow.
hobbies are reading and traveling.
Wow. Great. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you are retired assistant
Yes.
professor. I'm talking to a retired
I'm
assistant professor,
retired associate professor.
associate professor.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
great.
heading the department, and
Mhm.
now I'm a freelancer, and I am enjoying sessions with all of
Mm,
you.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, what could be the topic you would like to talk about today?
If you have anything, any topic you can discuss, I'm okay with all topics.
Okay. What,
Mm.
according to you, is important for spoken English?
Spoken English is really important. It's crucial part of our life. In this era, we cannot survive without this language. Even in government sector, private sector, if we want to get a good job, we should know this language. At least survival English we should know. But if we want to do something better in our life, we should speak better English, not normal English. We cannot survive with normal English. So it is really important. And as you know, I want to be an assistant professor. So for me, it is very crucial thing. I am learning because of my profession.
Yes, spoken English and developing what is called fluency in the language is very, very
Mm,
important at all
yes,
levels, maybe at the
yes,
educational level, maybe at the professional level when you want to join a job, because everything is all about communication.
yes.
So, clarity when you speak,
Hmm.
articulation, your
Yeah.
tone, your intonation, as well as the vocabulary you're using when you speak to someone is extremely important.
Yes.
Yes. How do you attain this kind of proficiency in spoken English?
Just because of practice. Yeah, it's been more than 1 year. I'm practicing every day. I never skip any single day without practicing. I indulged myself with this language. I read every day. I watch content every day. I have conversation with tutors, sometimes co-learners every day. These are like I'm working upon 4 pillars, LSRW, and because of that, I'm improving. Because of that, I get
Excellent.
this much fluency.
Excellent. So practice makes you perfect.
Yeah.
So there are no two things about it, that you may want to do something, but just by saying I want to do something, it doesn't work. You have to make
Mm.
it a goal. You have to make
Yeah.
it one single devotion for achieving what you want. And that
Yeah.
devotion here is nothing but practice. Now, how do you practice? You can practice in front of your family members, you can practice in front of the mirror, you can practice with
Mhm.
your friends and co-learners, co-tutors, right? And that could,
Yeah.
and those who, and you should be open to feedback at any time.
Yes.
So that's one definite way in which we can improve ourselves. Now, while we are talking about being a YouTuber, a successful teacher, an academician, we must also have what we call good vocabulary.
Yeah.
Now, how do you build vocabulary? You have to learn new words every day, and you should be able to use those words in the proper context. So,
Mm.
this requires a lot of dedication. Every day, learn 5 new words and use it
Mm.
in a context when you can talk to someone, or when you want to speak to someone, or when you are making a speech you want to give somewhere. Try to use those new words.
Yeah.
So vocabulary building also can be improved by constantly reading.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
excellent. So by constantly reading, you can build up your vocabulary. And also active listening. You keep listening
Mm.
to speeches, keep listening to good speakers in on the TV,
Yeah.
different English channels. You will be able to pick up new words. Where they use them, how they use them is also very important. So
Yes.
vocabulary, yes. So vocabulary building is picking up new words, using them in different contexts, and at the same time, active listening to very good speakers
Mm. Yes. Active listening is important here.
is
And when
important.
we listen to somebody carefully, we will learn something new in each and every video. So we
Yes,
should. Otherwise, some people are like they are doing household chores and they are just listening to, they are not getting anything. After some time, they will forget. So
yes,
at least 1 or 2 times in a day, we should listen to actively so that we
yeah.
can consume good quality content and we will be able to use while having conversation, while talking to somebody.
Yes, exactly. So you can pick up from those, content, and you can use it again in your own speeches. That's
Yes.
the best way you can learn. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you think globally English is so important today? Because it's also used in business, it's used in
Mm.
professions. People are traveling all over the world to work, and
Mm.
it's a
Yeah.
global language.
Yes.
Today,
It's a
English
global
is a
language.
global language. So,
Yeah.
English as a language has broken all boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can transition very easily from one place to another just knowing English.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that is one of the biggest advantages in knowing English as a language. Now, again, according to me, when we know English, we also have access to a lot of information.
Mm. Yes.
It could be either
Because
internet,
many quality content available only on English.
only in
So we
English.
can, yeah,
Yes,
only in
only.
English.
Yes. So, um, access to information is one big advantage
Advantage,
which
yes.
we have. And therefore, it's very important that when somebody knows the language, they can start reading.
Yes.
Yes. And
Mm.
nowadays, there are e-books, there's internet. You don't always have to buy books.
Yeah.
You can always use internet and e-content, e-books to improve your vocabulary, understand new things. Wide coverage of topics are there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we are talking about how to improve spoken English, you have to start with the basic, then move to intermediate, and then to advanced.
Yes.
Yeah. So basic, you have to learn how to frame sentences, how to develop vocabulary, how to make yourself understood at the basic level.
Yeah.
Once we do that, then you move to intermediate level. From basic to
Mm.
intermediate is better articulation. When a person has just learned the language, he will hesitate and speak.
Mm.
He may
Yeah.
not be so fluent. He may not use very good words. His sentence framing may be very, very simple. But as you move
Yeah.
from basic to intermediate, you try to frame your sentences better.
Yes.
You articulate better, and the level of confidence and the fluency with which you speak is definitely improved.
Right.
So from basic, we have moved to intermediate by better articulation, better fluency, and also ability to use better words,
Yes.
right? Now,
Yeah.
how do we transition from intermediate level to advanced level?
That is what I want to ask because I feel I am on that plateau situation now. I am at
Yes,
intermediate level. I want to be an advanced speaker. Yes, I'm consuming quality content. I have changed all the things in advance. I started watching advanced speakers, but
yes,
still, I want to know from you, like, what
yes.
should we do if anybody wants to level up their English from intermediate to advanced?
Frame your sentences better. Use better words. That's the beginning. Use better
Hmm.
words, because finally, at the advanced level, people want to hear you speak better than most.
Yes.
Why do they come to listen to you? Because you give very good content, you speak very well, your manner of expression is definitely better than the average,
Yes.
right? So you have to start using better words, frame your sentences better, learn to
Mm.
impress the audience a bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Earlier, we never thought about impressing the audience
Mm.
because we
Yes.
wanted to be perfect in framing our sentence. We concentrated a lot on that. But now
Yeah.
all those things are at the back of your mind. You don't have to make an effort for any of those things. You are well
Mm.
advanced in your speech, you know your vocabulary very well, you are fluent. So now what you have to concentrate on is making your sentences better.
Yes.
Use better words and better framing of sentences. And this you can do by constantly listening to uh, international speakers of repute.
Okay. Yes.
Yes. Of course, reading books will also enhance your ability to speak better. That is a continuous process. At no stage in life you should stop reading, and read a
Yes.
variety of books. And read a
Mm.
variety of books, from science to general books, to fiction,
Mm.
non-fiction, technology related, general books.
Technology.
Yes, everything, all kinds of books, because tomorrow you may be called to speak on some topic related to technology. So what are the important words in the technology area which you can use? You can't say that
Mm.
I know only words which people in arts use.
No.
No, you may need to talk to a group who has background of science, who has background of technology. So at least all the important words in different areas you must know.
Yes.
And
But
slowly,
sci-fi books are very difficult to understand. Don't feel connected and I don't feel interest in
you
it.
don't feel interested. Yes, first and
Yeah.
foremost, pick up books which are interested, and try
Mm.
to develop what is called a confidence in what you're interested in. But what I'm trying to tell you is your audience may not always be from an arts background.
Yes.
Yeah, you may have to
This is the
speak some.
reality.
Yes, sometime you may have to speak to a group of people who have
Mm.
science background, who are in related to technology. So something you should be able to convey to them too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
expand your knowledge in different spheres a little. I'm not saying you should be get very interested in science fiction or technology if you're not, but
Just basic knowledge. Yeah, I
basic
need.
awareness and general conversations you should be able to make. So this you can do
Mm.
by reading the English newspapers every day,
Yes. Yeah,
especially
English.
especially the letters to the editor. The center page
Mm.
of Times of India, Indian Express, letters to the editor, which has very good language, and it covers a lot of general topics.
Right.
So that will give you a definite advantage. And try
Mm.
to
Okay.
use what you have read when you speak or when you are having a conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, because first is gathering the information. Information has to be factual, correct. You can't just make up anything when you're talking to people. It has to be informative, it has to be correct. You should be able to remember the content, and
Yeah.
you should also be able to speak in such a way that people are interested in listening to you.
Right.
Right? So,
Yeah.
so from the intermediate level to the advanced level, you have to make a lot of effort.
Yes.
One, your diction, your pronunciation, your framing of sentences have to be better. The use of words have to be definitely 2 levels higher.
Yes.
Yes, and for that, without reading and without having enough knowledge and information, it is impossible to do that.
Right.
Because you may learn up some passages, learn up some sentences, but then people will realize after you have blurted those sentences, you have nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Conversation doesn't end in 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Conversation flows. Sometimes
Close.
you may
Yeah.
be interrupted, sometimes you may have to discuss, sometimes you may have to answer, sometimes you may have to give your own opinion, sometimes you
Yeah.
have to listen to the other person's opinion. And
Yeah.
from one point to another point, there may be various things that come up in a conversation.
Right.
So how do you connect with each aspect, and how do you fit into that conversation? Many a time people will stop talking because they have nothing more to convey. Right?
Yes.
So they will suddenly become quiet because they've learned a
Yeah.
few things, they've said a few things. After that, they do not know how to connect with the audience and the conversation.
Yes.
So for that, knowledge gathering and information is the most important thing. And I'm sure, as you are so talented and so interested, you will take the right step in that direction. I'm
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
Yes.
Any
Yeah.
other points that you need to ask me? Please feel free to ask.
Yeah, yeah. So would you suggest me any YouTube channel which I can follow? Like people who are watching this video, they want to level up their English. Any particular channel
Uh,
for
you you
intermediate speakers?
you should choose channels with which you are comfortable. First and foremost, you are
Okay.
already looking at many YouTube channels and speakers, so look at speakers whom you are comfortable with. That is very
Yeah.
important, because
Yeah.
sometimes you may not be comfortable with somebody speaking. So
Yes.
forcing yourself to hear them may not give you the right results.
Yes. I always focus upon voice. If I feel the voice is soothing, then I start following that person.
Yeah, voice has to be soothing, the manner of
Hmm.
speaking has to
Is
be
good. Yeah.
good. Some people speak continuously and don't give the others a chance to speak.
Yes.
Then even listening to them becomes boring sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. And some people are overconfident when they are speaking.
Yes.
So
There
you
should
don't,
be a balance.
there should be a balance. So you have the privilege of picking up the right speaker, and
Hmm.
also connect it with what subjects you would like to speak on.
Yeah.
Because today there is an information overload.
Yes.
You don't know what I like, you may not like.
Right.
So start looking at subjects as well as the speaker and try to connect.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
you,
do that.
yes.
Specifically, I follow Talk Like a TED, not
TED Talk. Yes,
TED Talk.
TED
Yeah, I
Talks.
follow TED Talk.
Yes, TED Talks are very good that you can
Mm.
continue to do.
And I'm reading that book also, Talk Like a TED.
Talk like TED. Yes,
Yes.
that will give you a lot of confidence, and that
Yes.
will give you a lot of information too, and tips how to improve. That's very good. But at the same time, you pick up subjects which you are interested in, topics which you are
Yeah.
interested in, and try to this thing search in the net and your YouTube channels who are the best speakers and experts in that particular field.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a lovely morning speaking to you, Priyanka. And
Yeah.
I hope you can develop the confidence to move to the advanced level very soon. And
Yes.
that all your sessions on YouTube are a resounding success.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I would
Most, most
do that.
welcome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any,
Okay. Bye bye.
okay. Bye.
Have a great day ahead. It was lovely talking to you, I would
Yeah,
say,
same
at the
here.
end
It
of
was
the
a
session.
very engaging session with you. I look
Mm.
forward to seeing you again.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.